Microsoft has just launched the follow-up version of AI known as Orca 2, which rattled the tech industry. This is truly a synthetic data breakthrough. What led to this creation, and how is it truly game-changing? Let's find out. Let me take you back 5 months, which marks the beginning of a revolutionary story. It started when its predecessor, Orca, stunned everyone by competing with ChatGPT. I recently came across a published research paper by Microsoft, and the revelation of Orca 2 unfolded like a well-planned story. It is in the complex interplay between language models that the soul of the work resides, and the genius of Microsoft research. Picture this: its prodigious child, Orca 2, created not merely for understanding, but for reasoning. The paper outlined a new technique called step-by-step recall, generate, then reason. Questions bubbled in my mind. Why was this methodology unique? How could it possibly help small language models to challenge those 5 to 10 times more in size? Orca 2's essence boils down to its superiority over models of equivalent size and beating the giants with 5 to 10 times more parameters. I feel like this would be a great masterpiece, leaving behind all the other AIs of the world. This linguistic genius is achieved with a meager 7 billion parameters, while Goliaths were given hundreds of billions of parameters, as seen above. Not only is the underdog not giving up, but it is outdoing. This did not end the intrigue. Shockingly, Microsoft adopted the open sourcing of Orca 2. A 7 billion parameter model is open to people who can explore it. This revelation hung heavily in the air. I think there is a lot of controversy behind it. Would the developers and researchers grab the chance to untangle the puzzles of Orca 2 and release its potential into multiple uses? It is evident that Orca 2 is a descendant of Llama 2. It is based on the Llama 2 family of models, and although some limitations remain, it has comparable reasoning abilities to more complex models. How did Llama 2 lay the foundation for this leap? How was it able to narrow the gap existing between smaller models and their mega variants? I'm quite curious how the events unfold. Microsoft's training techniques start to add more thickness to the plot. A new methodology suggests new ground in the realm of AI training. What were Orca 2's secrets, and how could its training revolutionize language models? In order to test Orca 2 thoroughly, Microsoft created an extensive set of benchmarks. 15 different tests comprising around 100 tasks, and above 36,000 separate test cases. The benchmarks range from language comprehension to identifying toxic content. Suspense filled the air. Could Orca 2 pass the test? Would it be able to maneuver through the intricate maze of tasks and demonstrate its skills across many domains? The time for the truth has come. I am rooting for Orca 2. I believe it is the greatest invention so far. The benchmarks show that Orca 2 has outdone its origin, beat Llama Chat 2, and even outweighed Wizard LM. Isn't that something to praise? The comparisons are exciting, but many questions remain. What happens if other models show up? What would Orca 2 do against a wider range of AI giants? The Orca 2 story is not a mere chapter in the history of artificial intelligence, AI. It is a turning point, a chapter that makes us ponder about the destiny of AI in the future. The complications of Orca 2 have become evident as the saga developed. I am curious how this all started. It began when Orca proved to be better than models of similar size. That is, the Orca was better than itself. The answers are shrouded amidst the shadows. What would be the explanation that a model with 7 billion parameters could do what even 10 times larger models couldn't accomplish? A revelation that would set a new mark for AI was about to unfold. It turns out of the way in the direction of the base models, specifically Llama 2. Although the story seems to indicate certain limits, the possibilities are more expansive when the focus shifts to other, better base models, such as Ye or Yi, with a whopping 34 billion parameters. I think it's got quite the competition, but knowing its success, Orca 2 will prove to be better than the rest. How come the Orca 2 application of techniques was the key to fully tapping the potential of these powerful models? The main crack in this mystery is the synthetic dataset that came in the middle of the suspense. It was discovered that Orca 2 danced through the realms of reasoning with a tailor-made synthetic dataset. Will this synthesized data represent the puzzle piece to scalability in AI, the very scale that had always evaded us during the tireless quest for artificial general intelligence, AGI? The importance of synthetic data is quite evident. The process of collecting large volumes of human-generated data emerges as the obstacle on the road towards AI development. GPT-3 has trained on 17 gigabytes of data, but GPT-4 on 45 gigabytes. One question hovers in the air. Was the solution to AGI buried in the territories of synthetic data? Microsoft Research seems to have forged ahead on an unknown trail, not on its own, but together with others. Mention of Doc Jim Fan with his recognition of synthetic data as the next trillion high-quality training tokens provides some depth to the story. Is this the AI paradigm shift? The revelation that would push the limits of knowledge is withheld. As the lessons of Richard Sutton echo in the corridors, the narration moves into a philosophical turn. It is the need for unbounded paradigms that scale perfectly with computing, the lifeblood, a stream of fresh data flowing into the hungry models of tomorrow. Is it possible that only producing high-quality synthetic data could be the way to not only sustain, but even advance AI development into new frontiers? What would lie ahead for the domain of AI after veils of synthetic data? It is a question I ponder over multiple times. As the story unfolds into the future, the suspense climaxes. The story implies the existence of a world where artificial data replaces human data and takes center stage in the advancement of AI. Musk's tweet traveled the virtual corridors, indicating the magnitude of synthetic data. Can the amount of artificially produced knowledge really define the future of AI, surpassing all that can ever be known about a human being? Do you have any synthetic data which could help in developing models that do not only generalize well, but also succeed in challenging training regimes? Is the use of synthetic data going to enable models ready to face any scenario as an important step into achieving artificial general intelligence? The lessons of AI's 70 years ring through the halls of progress. It has been shown that general methods based on computation were successful. Thus, the question was, could computation be the key to unlocking AI's power? The transition from human knowledge to increasingly computational capacity causes a lot of confusion. I wonder if this is actually worth it. The suspense becomes more intense, with a mesmerizing GIF describing how synthetic data revolutionized AlphaGo Zero. The AI has no experience of playing Go. Within 40 days, it has become the best Go player in the world by learning through self-play and synthetic data. Will this be what pushes AI to unseen heights, freeing it from human-generated data? Philosophy is incorporated as it explores the benefits of synthetic data that facilitate rapid iteration and scalability in model training. Considering, does synthetic data speed up the path to AGI via more efficient model training and assessment? In the end, the focus turned back to Orca 2, the most important AI. Tailored synthetic data for the strategic training of these models has unlocked performance levels on par with or even exceeding those of bigger models. The filtered synthetic data for post-training highlights the potential for future improvements in reasoning, specialization control, and the safety of smaller models. I am quite curious about whether we are on the threshold of the next stage of AI, where synthetic data would be the central source for building bigger language models. It has left me hanging on the rope of mystery. Will synthetic data come as the solution to the bottleneck of human data to bring in a new era of development? What next? Is this the beginning of a new chapter in the AI story? Let us know what you think about Orca 2 in the comment section below. To find out more about technical competitions, click the video links popping up above, and we will catch you there in a second. And to always stay safe, you need to be informed. For that, subscribe to Innovella, because here I try all my might to bring the latest and greatest from the AI world.